Hello, welcome to Pathologic. Ah, no face cam. Ah. I've also got some reality showing. Nonsense. Okay. And we did it. We're there. Okay. So ooh. I'm gonna keep stirring the sugar into that. Last we left off, Vlad asked us to be a snitch on some butchers that got out of the termitary after the lockdown. He is going to teach us about this brand that came with our father's inheritance, and he would like us to... He can tell us where to start, but he'd like us to hunt down these butchers for him first. He suggests we go talk to Aspity about it, because they trust her, and by extension, she trusts us. And he'd like us to abuse that trust. I'm not overly fond of that, but I told him I'd do it with the expectation that Aspity is going to find a way to make it so that I can tell him no and still find out what I need to know. That's the plan. So for now, we head to Aspity. We'll check in with Capella, because she's right here.
So, do people genuinely die from this disease?
Has it been hard on you lately? Why the sad look? I've been feeling dizzy again. I've had a pit. I felt that Notkin was in danger. Have the two of you met yet? He lives in the warehouses. Their castle is there. A pit? What do you mean by pit? Banarasti, thank you for the 10-month streak. That's exciting. Yay. A pit is what Maria and I call our visions. She calls hers a flight. I call mine a pit. It's peculiar because mine are usually joyful while hers are grim. Maybe it's just me. Will you check on Notkin? How do I find him? It's by the southern warehouses. That's where the Solon halves, that's what they're calling themselves, live. He's not an urchin. He's just independent and parentless. And he was getting out of hand. Maybe you can go and check on him? What if he is indeed in danger? Yeah, I'll check. Absolutely. Capella has had a vision that Notkin is in danger. Good to know. You know, I had a feeling he was in danger because his door was locked this morning. And, that's no bueno. I do have the brand on me. A little bit. I just want to find out what it's about so that I can get it out of my inventory. Ugh. Okay, get the right pencil here. Get anything good? Shotgun ammo. Thank you for that. Okay, we are fully loaded right now. Aspity. The box is still here.
We frequently do good to enable us with impunity to do evil. Shabnakadir is tracing the streets like bacteria in a vein.
Let us camp near the mountain, a suitable place. Let us camp next to the river, a suitable place. Yeah, I was gonna say, it's gotta be a song or something. For our herders to pitch up their bark tents, for our shepherds to fill up their gullets. Okay, if I complete the song, that just ends the conversation.
Yes, it is.
Do you know what the long mark brands mean? How could I? Women aren't allowed to know that. Pity. Okay, well.
What?
Do you know why I came here? I can imagine. You're looking for the runaway. It's such a shame that Fat Vlad managed to weasel his way into your circle of friends. That friendship will do you no good. Agreed, sister. But you're too late anyway. An outsider fop, a bachelor in a snakeskin coat, came by poking his nose everywhere. I've led the runaway butchers into the steppe. Otherwise, he'd have shot them all dead. Are they all gone? Some are still hiding throughout the town. I'm planning to collect them one by one. I've found one already, and it won't take me too long to find the rest. The children of Suk have no reason to expire in this torture chamber. You can count on me, Oinon. I won't let your people die. Where's this one hiding? You wouldn't turn him in to Fat Vlad, would you? Promise? I promise. Okay, I'll tell you. His hideout is the place that anyone with 2 legs runs away from today. Look for him there. But be careful. He's being hunted. Don't let the hunters catch you too, because they won't waste their time trying to get to know you. His hideout is the place that anyone runs away from. Yeah, it's gotta be a plague-infected house. Aspity gave up the life of the butcher, albeit reluctantly, so my birthright puts me in charge of the children of Odo. As long as whatever I do is meant to serve the common good, I need to find the fugitive to be sure. What does my medicine situation look like? Not great. I need to find some town drunks to get bandages from. I need to clear my inventory is what I need to do. Let me do that first. I think Bodo is the great cow that is the earth. One and the same. Dirt and flesh. I'm not clear, but that's my understanding. talk about giving blood to Bodo to collect the herbs, they literally mean pouring it into the ground. There's a huge part of me that wants to figure out what this brand is for so that I can get it out of my inventory. I don't know if that's a strong enough motivation, if that is correct, or like if I am morally missing something about it. We need some blood. We also really need some herbs, so... Although, if you need to pour the blood into the earth to grow the herbs, I'm not sure what the herb brides marrying the earth and dancing do, so... it's iffy. You need more health. I don't need sad men, I need drunks. Yep, this district is infected. The infected areas are strictly off-limits. Keep out. What are you saying, Kindred One? Don't you see who stands before you? I know the lines. I am Istor's son. Oh, it's you. Yeah, I see you right and clear. Well, I, for one, have always respected your father. As for you, I never believed it was you that was, well, your father. I'll forget it. Rest in peace and all that. Come through. Just you watch it. Are you really as quick on the draw as they say? I am what I am. Hush, watch it. No killing the infected. Go ahead and exterminate the marauders, killers, and thugs. I'll be more than grateful. But don't you lay a finger on them infected. I'll attack you straight away then. And it matters not, it was your old man that cut my sore out for me. For 'tis my duty. Gotta know how it works. I do, don't worry. Okay. Ooh, okay, that was close. Alright, this should be the house that the butcher is hiding in. Yep, super infected. Not a butcher. I can treat her to ease her pain. Frank. Okay, the butcher is here, so let's see if I can get to him without getting infected. Well, that didn't do it. I can try using one of my tinctures to raise my immunity. I think it won't kill me to use it. Come on down the stairs. Ha! Why did you come, child of Bodo? I want to ask you about Longmark. I have no knowledge of the circles of Longmark. I am neither an Oinon, nor a Menku, nor a shaman. Tell me what this brand means. You are an Oinon of Menku kin, are you not? I have seen this brand before, but I don't know its lines. I've seen it in a terrible place. There's a corridor in the depths of the abattoir, the route that Supremes take when they come from the steppe to be celebrated. Oyun, the foreman of the abattoir, can explain the meaning to you. Supremes? You don't know who Supremes are. You're joking. Tell me. You are joking. They cannot be called by name, for they are not to be talked about. What next? You're gonna tell me you don't know of the ones that is called Bustrak? Are you talking about bulls? Yes, among other things. Don't play jokes on me, Oinon. Don't make fun of me just because I'm a simple man. What else can you tell me about this sign? If something is marked with this sign, then it is neither a man, nor a child of Bodo, nor a Suk. It's a Supreme. What you need is not a man, Oinon. Your father had something to do with those who walk the corridor. It scares me. The brand is drawn there for a reason. They are not men. This is all I know. Thanks anyway. Starting to get the picture. Only one of the Menku, someone who knows the lines, may become a foreman of the abattoir and make sure that the killing is performed in strict accordance with the ritual. He is the ultimate sacred authority. He rules the kin. The only thing left is to find out who holds this position these days. Glad the Heavy will tell me the name. He will know everything about the Bull Project. Ha! Take that, Plague House. Should be beaten to death. By should, I mean I am expecting that you would be. What? Why are there infected in random locations, not even near the infected districts? Savarov, your quarantines are garbage. Can I get Big Vlad to tell me the name without giving up that butcher's position? Getting hungry. Fresh air as the cure would be great. Would love that. Here. Quick save. And just one moment here. Okay. Back to the game. Okay.
Simon has disappeared. So his death was another prank? Well, let's not be hasty in our judgment.
I'm glad you are still alive. I want to speak to Foreman O'Yun. Can you arrange that? What? The O'Yun? Why, with the foreman? What foreman? The current one? Why so anxious all of a sudden? Have the mistresses told you about him? Yeah, I've lost one friend called Burrock already, and Foreman O'Yun knows why. Yes, he will pay for it. Anyway, I don't want to lose another. He knows who killed my father. Does he? He knows all right. Allow me to say I'm pretty sure he's not unhappy about your father's death. O'Yun, that is. He wouldn't be unhappy if you were to die either. Now, there's no reason for you to meet him now. I want to see him. He went off to the steppe. He's not in town at the moment. I think he's supposed to come back in a day or two. When did he leave? 3 days ago, maybe 4, exactly on the eve of your arrival, Master Burrock. So will you arrange for us to meet? There's a plot being woven against me. The Bachelor's nosing about the termitary and the abattoir. If I meet the foreman, I'll give him another reason to suspect me. It'll all be fine. It will all settle in time. But I wouldn't be so keen on meeting him if I were you. That's for me to decide. Okay, good. Main quest done. Didn't have to give up the butcher. What kind of creature hides beneath the brand? Is it someone who has no name whatsoever and is thus defined by a symbol? Or is it terrifying to such an extent that it is forbidden to speak its name? Is this knowledge sacred? Whatever the reason, it is clear that special measures were taken to keep the identity a secret. I will have to postpone the meeting with the foreman. The mystery of the sought one is yet to be deciphered. The panacea still has to be made, so I have to keep working. Okay. Bachelor still needs some infected tissue. And Capella wants me to go look after Notkin. Let's start with that. Okay, honestly, sincerely feeling really good about the main quest so far. Staying focused, staying on task. No major issues. Where's the door to this shop? That smoked meat has other value. I'm going to go hungry because I want to trade the smoked meat for herbs. This is going to get very complicated very quickly. what is up with not hidden and the soul in the house? There is a bandit posted outside. Sir? So, why the hell is your nose poking around here? What are you doing, my good people? We ain't no good people. We sure as hell ain't yours. Gotta pick them dirty punks' noses with our knives. Showing off a little bit too much. See them jackanapes? Did Bad Grief send you? Maybe he did, maybe he didn't. You know what? Get lost before we peel your face off your skull. Alright, calm down, I'm going. Grief? Grief, did you send some knife men to rough up the 9-year-olds?
He who loans a minute owes a year in interest.
Was the order to gut the boys yours? What do you think I am, some kind of kid-killing monster? Even though little punks are nasty, so nasty. No, I only ordered for the rabid dogs to be taken away from them. They're getting out of hand. Maybe you aren't a monster, but the people you've sent came with their knives sharpened. Scare him a tiny little bit, perhaps? Perhaps not, Grief. How about ordering your thieves to leave? The times are tough, you know, it's no child's play. Rats are more dangerous than dogs these days. Okay, I got a little favor to ask you then. That bachelor outsider is way too proud to come by. It doesn't seem like he's planning to. You tell him to come. I only need to talk. It'll be beneficial for him. He'll ask me what the matter is. The most profitable ever, you answer. Nobody will ever lay a finger on him here. We ain't no enemies to ourselves. You believe me? I do. I'll bring him over. Okay. I feel like... I'm going away. Bad Grief wants the Bachelor to deal with the knife guys. Let me out. Let me out. Agreed. I don't really want to deal with the knife-wielding maniacs, but... I don't know how much convincing Daniel will need to go over there. Daniel doesn't strike me as profit-driven. Heck, he might want the infected tissue sample first. I need to do something about food. It is time to buy a delicious egg. The hard agree. That's exactly what it is. I'll do something about my health and my hunger. Well, Miradorm will cure the health issues. The price is only 2. Mirror dorm get. Our reputation is much better now. Now it's mostly nobody knows us. Take a mirror dorm when we go to sleep. Ooga booga, Ava.
As ever, the children disobey their parents and cause mischief.
Sorry, but I have to get back to work.
Could you do me a favor, Oinon? Bad Grief wants to see you. Who the hell is that? Local thief kingpin. Oh, that lowlife. What does he want of me? He only said that your meeting would be mutually beneficial. I'm not going to meet with those pickpockets. They'll have to make do with Reuben. Ooh, interesting. I don't know how the Bachelor feels about either of these things. Either I can tell him that he'll leave the soul and a halves alone, or that he sells weapons at a bargain price. I don't know what the Bachelor needs. I want to try this option. I can reload. He sells weapons at bargain price. I've got a revolver already. Haven't shot once with it. Hopefully I won't ever have to. I've been warned it's prone to misfiring and will most likely just explode after 10 or so shots. Then do it for the kids. There are urchins living next to the thieves. Are the boys' lives in danger? They are. Alright, I'll go. Thank you, Oinon. Okay, just wander back to Mad Grief. Reuben keeps threatening. They try to convince me you are not guilty. I'd like to believe this, but I cannot. Your advocates reek of self-interest and deception, not the kind of peacemakers I'd trust. The harder they try to acquit you, the more suspicious I get. Where are you hiding? I don't know what to tell you, Reuben. I'm not seeing the kind of NPCs that I want. The kids I'm seeing aren't taking nuts for anything useful. And the adults I'm seeing won't trade for bandages. Reuben's place. And here is Bad Grief's. Daniel, come by. You gonna call off your hounds?
A wooden neck is tough to bend.
The bachelor will come. He gave me his word. Will he keep it? I've seen his eyes. He's the type that always keeps their word. Okay, I'll send a peon over to my lot so they don't fiddle around too much. But you could go yourself. I'm low on free hands and feet. If they start being pig-headed, just say, Agathi one ithe gothpe. Okay. What does it mean? What it means is our thieves talk and you ain't got nothing to do with it. Stop being smart. Go. They'll do what you tell them to. I hope so. Okay. It did sound like Pig Latin, but it didn't quite translate. Oh, here comes the leather bag. Bad Grief's dropped a note that you're one of us now, is that right? Grief's orders. Leave the boys alone. Get lost. The hell are you babbling about here, Tail Cove? Agathe one ithe agathpe. Got it, Tail Cove? Ready, set, go. I want to see your heels flashing. We'll meet again, cheeky face. Hope so. Was that the danger that Capella saw?
What is this disease?
How'd you manage to sneak in? Freeze! Parlay! Parlay, parlay. What do you want? What? We won't give up our dogs. We'll fight back. What dogs? You aren't a thief? I'm not a thief and you know it. And where are the crooks? How did they let you through? It's all right. They're no more. Would you look at them? Listen, this means we ought to thank you somehow. It would help. Take this weapon. It's handmade. Granddad said it used to be a fowling piece. Well, the hammer's different. The barrel's been somewhat modified. It can use rifle ammo or shot cartridges. Know where to get those? I'll figure it out. Thank you. He has given me a second sawn-off shotgun.
No time for ching wagon.
It's pretty beat up, but I guess I can go tell Capella that there's no danger.
Fix my legs.
Okay, all good so far. Easy peasy. Non-violent resolutions to everything so far. Unfortunately, I think my final task is going to require some kind of violence. Didn't think so, but I thought I would check and see if I could just confront Ruben and be like, yo, I didn't kill him. He's my own papa. Okay, drunks are more likely to drunks are more likely to show up around the pub, maybe?
So, do people genuinely die from this disease?
Your friend is out of danger. What was threatening him? He landed himself in a soup with some bandits. Is that because of the halves? I must have heard about it. Grief demanded they get rid of their war dogs. Were they defending their cubs? Yes, most likely. Well done, Notkin. Don't you think he would pick a quarrel over nothing? How did he manage to settle so close to the bandits' den anyway? He had a quarrel with another boy, Khan. Khan is a brave boy as well. Very high-handed, too. They used to be best friends. Now Khan lives in the polyhedron, and the proud Notkin struggles among bandits in a small hut at the warehouses. It's a long story. How can I thank you? I could use anything. Cash is good. Yeah, I'll take that. Okay. Now, the Bachelor needs infected tissue. That's what I have left. I think this is going to hurt my reputation. Wonder if Grace can help. If the dead have been taken to the graveyard, and Grace might have access to some of the bodies. Let's try that first. There's absolutely nothing pointing me here, so my hopes are not high. It seems worth a shot. I will buy a delicious egg. Some bread. Okay, bread and egg devoured. Now we go see the graveyard girl. Give me a chance to check that area for herbs too. Okay, genuinely not expecting anything to happen here, but if this works, I will be supremely delighted. There's a funeral pyre. Let's see a guard there. Any chance you can help?
I'm soaking wet.
Okay. Grace cannot help. Can you, sir? Whoa, he's attacking me on sight? Corpse blood. Let's take this back to Danielle. Like, he saw me and knew what I was after. I should sell the shotgun Notkin gave me. I can sell that to Bad Grief. It's not in super great condition. The shotgun I already have is much better. Sell that to Bad Grief. I can buy more meat to trade for more herbs. Hello, Propane Panda. Welcome. Mostly peaceful solutions today. I did just get attacked on sight by a guard, but he was a one-shot and chump. I just took him right out. Well, thank you for those bits. I appreciate that a lot. It's only 2 o'clock. We are crushing day 3. Heading to Daniel. I just got a sample of blood from an infected corpse so that he can examine it for antibodies. And we know from the Bachelor playthrough he's not going to find any, but we gotta go through those steps. And then I probably need infected blood myself to make proper cures.
I am crushed by these walls.
Just popping in to make sure you're alive. Literally all I'm doing. Useful herbs. I mean, it wasn't so much a punch as it was a sawed-off shotgun, but yes, same principle. There are some pretty hardcore shippers in the community between the two of them. So there are people who draw the fan art of Artemy and Daniil. And I kind of get it. They spend an awful lot of time complimenting each other.
What kind of backward practices are these? I refuse to work under these circumstances.
I've got something for you, Ainon. You were looking for dead tissue, if I recall correctly. Yes, I need it so bloody much. I hope this will be of use to you. I hope I manage to make what I want out of it. Meanwhile, how can I return your kindness? I have no money, but I can offer you something better. The drugs that are not available to the general public yet. I can't give them all right away, though, so you have to choose what you want. Immunogens, antibiotics, or painkillers. I'd rather have bandage packages. I picked up some Miradorm from a child earlier, so I'm good there. Antibiotics are only good if I get infected, and we're going to try to avoid that. And I make my own immunogens right now, so I'd rather have bandage packages. Bandage set. Bandages, tourniquets, splints, antiseptics. Very useful for recovery after a traumatic injury. Allows to stop bleeding, disinfect wounds, support injured joints and damaged tissue. Boom. We are healed. Let's go. There's no chance you've got any more to say.
The wretched wound has opened.
Okay. And we are done with all the quests today. It's 2:30. Now I don't even need to find drunks. Like, I should go nap. I should take my Miradorm and go for a nap. Then, if I want, hunt burglars for herbs. Food is still a bit of an issue, so figuring that out would be helpful. Oh, and I wanted to sell that extra shotgun. When we started a new run in RC, that's when it stopped being weird. We're gonna get to the obscure philosophy eventually, I promise. You do not want my shotgun. Take the silver ring. Give me that fresh fish. I still have the corpse blood. Interesting. There we go. We'll sell the revolver ammo because I don't have a revolver. Gosh, now I don't even need to kill for meat. Two walnuts for 2 shotgun shells. Fair deal. If I can figure out how to properly make useful tinctures. Yes, Helgapataki. Good pull. If I can figure out how to actually make useful tinctures, then I will know what I would be free to sell, because I know I can sell some of the herbs for decent money. Pretty sure, anyway. You know what, let's check in on the Sahba-ötün while we're here. Katerina, are you babbling and insane?
My stomach hurts as if I was filled with straw.
Okay, nothing from her. Any good, useful herbs around this tree? No? Okay. Cool. Excuse you. I didn't kill this person. So, stealing the infected organs is totally morally okay. I am a Manku. Seriously, what is with the infected roaming around her house?
Why do you all come here to gawk at me?
Okay, I can trade herbs to Andre Stamatin for ammo. I don't actually have any herbs on me, but I'm willing to bet my exchange rate is great. I can help Andre get high. I haven't actually done it yet, but the option is there. Alright, now we go back to the lab. We have infected parts. I wonder how much of that I should do. Like, hang around the infected district, dodge plague clouds, let the town's guardsmen beat the infected to death as they leave the district so I can steal their organs. Like, that sounds very doable. And then the infected won't die in vain, so it's totally morally okay. got a letter? Epidemic alert. The address to the townspeople. Attention all citizens. Following the outbreak of a lethal disease commonly known as sand plague, sand pest, and sand dirt, the town authorities hereby declare state of emergency. The disease is extremely contagious. There is still ongoing research on how the disease is transmitted, but cases of contact and droplet infection have been confirmed. There are currently no vaccine solutions in this town, and none are to be expected before the regular train arrives. Please be extra careful. Townspeople are forbidden to leave their homes unless under special instruction. Remember, the possibility of infection is much lower for those who stay indoors. Citizens are advised to sterilize their household wares, boil their clothing, and exterminate as many vermin as possible. Do not panic. Medics, couriers, and executors will take care of mail delivery, as well as the distribution of drinking water, provisions, and medicine. Requests should be written down and slid under the door for couriers to collect. This address was composed on the instructions of Bachelor Danskovsky and ratified by the State of Emergency Town Governor Alexander Saburov. It is compulsory to follow every advice herein. Good stuff. Okay, we're gonna hard save real quick. And experiment. So this is a 52-9. We mix this with an infected heart. It's still dead gruel. Can I mix the dead gruel? No. That's not a panacea. Okay, let's take on our person. Infected heart and infected blood. Regular blood and a regular heart. I'm curious if the worms will take infected organs and blood, and what their rate is for that by comparison. Secret Addendum. The annotation for patrolmen, couriers, executors, and sanitary personnel. In order to prevent panic, this annotation is classified and its content should be under no circumstances disclosed to the civilian population. The disease is incurable. There is no vaccine, neither here nor in the capital. However, there are a few positive facts. 1. The probability of contracting the disease is significantly lower for someone who has taken immune system stimulants. As of now, we believe that A pills and B pills, yellow-colored and blue-colored pills respectively, provide the best protective effect. Excessive doses of these medicaments may be detrimental to one's health. 2. Additional protection is afforded by synthetic clothing. Woolen garments are strictly off-limits. Parasites. The clothing should be changed as often as possible. 3. Important. The disease develops sporadically at its initial stage. It does not progress in any significant way, especially if antibiotics are taken. However, if contact with the infection reoccurs, the development of the disease becomes extremely rapid. 4. The disease is not transmitted by means of droplet infection. As of now, we've yet to find out how it is contracted. Preliminary tests suggest that the disease is not contagious at early stages, therefore it is no need to isolate the sick person immediately after the appearance of the symptoms. Executors, in consideration for your particular line of work, we believe you will not be able to avoid infection. If you have contracted the disease, do not give in to despair. It would have happened sooner or later anyway. Try your best to conserve the infection at its initial stage. Take antibiotic medicine. Consider using the schmatters. They are extremely dangerous, but they help curb the infection. Okay, he will not take infected blood or organs. Good to know. Okay. We traded for a whole bunch of herbs. You don't have anything new to say. Okay. That is one of the Odong propane panda. He is an herb collector. He knows where the herbs grow. He will trade them to me for blood. But interestingly, fresh meat gets a particularly good rate. So not just blood, but flesh works really well. I do need to bring him a sample of blood for the day, though, because giving the blood to the earth is how they make the herbs grow. Going the wrong way. Yes, Odong. That's how it's pronounced, it's not how it's spelled. They are commonly referred to in town as worms. Okay. I am going to... I should be thinking about sleeping, but I'm going to head up towards the termitary. I'm going to go by the termitary in the abattoir and see if there's anything I can do around there, and maybe I will get more infected parts. Knowing that I can scavenge the organs and blood from people killed, sentient. They use the word sentient foreskin. Knowing that I can gather organs and blood from those killed by others, I should look to do that more. Because normally they don't drop stuff. If somebody else kills a person, you don't get their coins or baubles. But I can get their organs and blood. Also, around here is the fighting pit. There's nobody here. but in theory, I can fight for blood there. Artemy is a Menku. He knows the lines. He is doing doctor's work. We all know everybody's actually totally okay with Daniel taking cuttings from a body so long as he pays people. So let's not act like their morals are actually all that strong. Check the bone steak lot. I'm quite certain doctors leave bodies all the time for the orderlies to deal with. Like, I can get the town's guardsmen to kill muggers, steal the muggers' organs, and trade those for herbs and bandages. This is a fantastic arrangement. Can't go in the termitary. Can't go there. Bunch of sick people wailing. In pain. Can't go in the abattoir. Okay. The herb collector won't take infected organs. What are the odds Var would? Boom. Got some brown wire. Let's go. Still need, like, Swevery? Is what I'm really looking for? Okay, nothing here. I'm very exhausted. I should be looking to sleep. Check on Sticky. It's very roundabout, but if I absolutely have to, I can harvest organs from the dead to trade to the worms, for herbs to trade to Andre Stamatin, for money to buy whatever food or anything I need.
Have you seen a pale, glimmering man at night?
Nope, you're creepy, child. but I'm glad you're alive. Still nothing in here, right? This room just glows blue for no reason. Okay. I am going to talk to Aspity, I think, and then head to bed. I'm not expecting anything from Aspity, but if there's a way to tell her that I didn't sell out the butcher, I'd like to do that. Who knows, might be useful. Seriously feel like the boundaries for plague-infected areas are just wrong today. Either that or this is entirely a planned thing to let us know how the plague is spreading. People are just getting out.
Perhaps turning inside out will help?
Okay. Nothing more from Aspity, which is fine. Didn't expect it. I will probably use one of my mirror dorms since I have 2 of them. Just to top off my health, especially since I only have the 1 bandage kit now. Might as well get ourselves topped off on everything.
The day is over. Your timely efforts allowed your supporters to remain unharmed. A new mine performance is being rehearsed at the theater.
Food is a problem. Food is a problem. I have an abundance of one of the herbs, of brown twire. I've got 30. Even if I were to use a bunch of it, I bet I can sell a huge chunk of these for money, which I can then use to buy food. Food that I eat instead of food that I trade away for more herbs. Solanahav's district is infected. Plague district. I didn't get infected there. Jesus. I don't know how I managed to not get sick there. Frick, the rat got me. Okay, okay. We reload. We reload, we do it again. My mistake. I forgot that I can't keep walking and equip a knife. Thank you for your contributions to the plague effort. I don't know. I don't know what I'm doing wrong trying to stealth stab them. I'm clearly doing something wrong. Oh well. Okay, theater.
So?
It stays away from dead bodies, disappearing from corpses without a trace. It's been established that you can outweight it if you're careful and discreet. The glass will keep the best, as it's supposed to.
What does it mean?
It means we have a fighting chance. The infectious agent only sticks to living matter and is repelled by dead surfaces. Those who remain indoors are more likely to survive. Scurrying and making a fuss means death. All in all, we can fight.
You self-serving jerk. You've got your own agenda, haven't you? You're always up for a fight. You just need an adversary. What about the people?
Hush. Don't you get in his way. He seems to have a plan.
It's all wrong. It's no good at all.
It's weird that Mark flashes there for a second. That's very weird.
It would be curious to take a look at Simon now.
The herbs back here. Whip. Okay. We go to the Samatan's pub to see if I can sell some twire. See what kind of money we get for it. First. Come on. Come on, die. Ow. That hurt more than I really wanted it to. At the very least, I can take these organs to Var for more bandages. Well, I never did sell that gun. Because I got exhausted. We'll do that soon.
How's my brother? Any news on him?
He doesn't trade me money for them, he trades me ammo. Okay, well, that works well enough for now, I suppose. You'll take them, but not for much. Okay. I guess we go see VAR to get ourselves patched up. Man just killed an herb bride. What was she even doing out here? It is dangerous in these streets. Doing a lot more killing and shooting than I thought I would. Outing has gotten expensive in ammo. Taking out bandits that kill someone does feel like getting a 2-for-1 though, so there's that at least, I suppose. VAR, making a late night house call. Catch me up, you sick freak. Okay. the same to him. There, good as new, all patched up. What are the odds you think that I can sleep in Daniel's bed?
What?
I can. Powers that be are getting increasingly worried. It all ends in less than 9 days. Day 4, by the end of which the Haruspex makes a friend and finds the half-dead enemy.
You don't even have a proper hospital in the town.
Yesterday's endeavor turned out to be a complete disaster. I couldn't extract the microbial culture from the dead cells. Not to worry, though. There is still hope. You have a plan? Master Reuben, who doesn't trust me and is concealing something important, has an unusual source of infected tissue. He's using it to conduct his first experiments. It's not a vaccine, of course, but it's something. I think it might be of interest to you as well. You have my attention? Seems like Reuben is working with a mysterious carrier of the disease that has weakened microbial culture in their blood. I doubt we can make a vaccine from it. Your region seemed to deal with it all too mercilessly. I wonder what had weakened the infection, though. Who's the carrier? Beats me. Reuben is keeping tantalizingly mum about the whole business. You're closer to him than I am, though. Perhaps he'd be willing to share with you the information that he is concealing from me. Reuben hates me. I get daily death threats. He absolutely doesn't. Last time we talked, I described your feats in detail and proved that his suspicions were completely baseless. You're his hero now, and he's deeply ashamed of his tantrum. Where do I find him? That is something I cannot tell you. I gave my word. Telling me would be in your best interest, though, wouldn't it? Sating your curiosity is not in my best interest, no. Reuben shares his findings with me, and for me that's enough. Even if the microbes turned out to have come from his own saliva, I don't care. You are the one who does. Okay, how did you manage to find him? I was introduced to him by a lovely lady called Lara Ravel. She's a very kind, gentle creature. I suppose it would be very hard to be accepted as her guest without a stellar reputation, but you'll probably fight your way in somehow. Okay, I'll speak to Lara. Main quest. have a feeling Laura doesn't want to see me.
I've seen the angel of death by the window.
Actually, let's go ahead and hard save. Starting the day leaving the Stillwater feels very nostalgic. We know from a bachelor's run that Reuben's source of the bacteria is Simon. And if we are to trust anything Reuben has ever said, Simon is currently alive. Reuben has him. He is hiding the fact that Simon is alive from everyone while he extracts the microbes to make a vaccine. Okay, this guy is just completely cleared out, which is fine. Hey Laura, I'm not a serial killer, I promise. Been attacked on sight.
I think I'm fading. My clothes are worn into holes.
Who are you? Did the harpist send you? What are those stains on your clothes? I'm the son of Isidore Barak. My name is Artemi.
A stranger brought me a peculiar vial today.
Can I help you? I'm looking for Stock Reuben. Where can he be? It is your good luck that I know where he is, but what do you need him for? You want to take vengeance on him? What for? He threatened to punish you. He believes that it was you who killed Isidore. He's wrong, though, isn't he? Of course he is. So why do you need him? I'm making a panacea, and so is he. I want to know if he's had any luck. Can you promise me that you'll never reveal his hideout to anyone? Can you swear on your father's memory? I can. There was a fight at the abandoned warehouses by the works. The townsfolk discovered Barley's lair. Barley is the bandit whose men were the first to go about cutting, God have mercy, cutting people. Reuben has secretly infiltrated the area. He was called to help the wounded. Look for him there. Thank you, Laura. That was shockingly easy. Ah. Curious, can I use these beds too? I can. Okay. Good to know. Today's going great. Everyone's being very helpful. I have a huge stash of organs on me. I'm completely covered in blood. I'm 100% out of food. But Reuben is no longer trying to kill me. I'm also completely out of bandages and very low on funds. But I got organs. Not gonna lie, seeing more and more plague districts is making the game feel more familiar again. We filled up 18 bottles of water right there. Right, the warehouses are infected. You have delicious egg and smoked meat. I have multiple extra knives. We'll drop those, that's fine. The bottles of water sell for 10. Okay. Do more of that to make sure I have coin. Since I'm not finding any more drunks to trade with for some reason. Bush meat. 10 though. I do not have 10. Hup. Ta. Can't catch me. Can't catch me. Ah, Reuben is not here. He's in Barley's warehouse. Okay. Fair enough. That seemed unsporting. Just in case Reuben's got any ideas. Another storage chest here, interesting.
Rather not go looking for another hideout.
I owe you an apology, Artemis. I will accept it if you tell me the truth. There is no doubt in my mind that it was you who killed the Master until recently. He was obviously killed for the inheritance. It was connected to the kin admitting the spiritual leadership rights of the Barracks for the second time. There's other evidence that fit together to support that assumption. What evidence? Firstly, the wound. The thing they're calling a Shabnak's Claw had inflicted too precise a wound following every rule of the secret line, so the criminal had an intimate knowledge of the inner ways. No butcher could make a blow like that. Secondly, the news of your arrival. Who told you I was to come shortly? Katerina Sabarova. Alexander's the governor now. Beware of him. Am I being hunted on his order? No. The order is Georgie Kane's, and he is even more dangerous than Alexander. What have I done to upset him? It's all gotten so confusing. I've been told a strange story not so long ago. I think you're being hunted for something that I had done for Simon Kane. Yes, I've heard that Simon has been killed. You've been attacked, remember? At the station? They were there on their own accord, I've learned. Tried to ambush Simon's murderer. Thought he would try to escape by hiding in a carriage when a scheduled train arrives. I know that already. And so we are hunted by fanatics for desecrating Simon's remains. Well, unlike you, I deserve it. When I realized the nature of his superhuman blood, I had a desperate decision to make, and I've decided to make sandplague medicine from Simon's remains. Why didn't you explain yourself? Your choice would have been accepted. Like hell it would. Explaining myself to the Kanes is pointless. They've fetishized Simon. They'd rather place their bets on his sacred power, or the power of his name, or hell knows what else. They are a family of high-handed esoterics who only believe in dark arts. What are you planning to do to him? I'm not planning. The deed's already been done. The sacrilege is complete. I've cut his body open by every line and squeezed everything I could from it. I pulled the bacteria from it and have made a few protective vaccine samples already. Old Simon has fed mankind with himself once again. Have you looked for antibodies in his blood? That was the first thing I did. There was nothing of the sort. I'm a skeptic, you know? Each time I come across the Kane's mysticism, I'm filled with fear. It's like the disease began to wither away within him all on its own. But it didn't die. All on its own? What do you mean? His blood is of a completely different nature to anything I've seen before. It isn't quite human. More than human, I'd say. In any case, the blood is gone. I used every drop to make the vaccines. I don't regret it, though. It wouldn't have helped you anyway, I think. Thank you for the news. Sorry I can't be of more use. And don't harbor ill feelings against me, please. I wish you luck. Wow, main quest done before 8:30. Okay. So Simon is all used up. And he's also more than human.
I haven't slept for 3 nights straight. I don't think I'll manage another one.
What did Katerina Sabarova say about me? She said you were coming, said you would spend your first days here in secrecy, that you were to make a bloody sacrifice. Not much then. Did you believe her? Of course I did. How could I not? She even said that you will drown the town in blood, quench the earth's thirst for blood, or start a bloodshed. That is literally what she said. It could have been said as a metaphor. Yes. Those guys that have been working around this place have shed more blood in one day than one could imagine. I'll speak to her. Okay, I think that's where we are going to end it for today. Got that hard save. Good, done. Harspecs, day 4. Questline, done. Doing great. Feeling good. Oddly enough, there are ways where this run is not as hard as the Bachelor run. I don't know if it's just that I've gotten better at the game, or what. Like, once you deal with your reputation on day 1, there's a lot of just bull crap you don't need to do as Artemy. And that feels great. Like the bachelor's run, getting the tissue sample, you need 10,000 coins. If you don't have the money, if you've spent it already, you're just screwed. And here, I had to fight one guy when I have multiple shotguns. So that was great, easy. It didn't even hurt my reputation to do it. Alright, well, that'll be it for tonight. I will be back again next week for more. We are going to cruise through this run. As soon as I figure out how to actually make panaceas of any kind, that will be helpful. Otherwise, thank you for joining me. You all have a wonderful rest of your night. Bye.